Sorry, mate.
You seen it looking for her.
Pardon? It's coming on really well. It's coming on really loads it last 3 years.
We're not breaking them in, but we start from the beginning. Like I said, no lunging. I move the feet. I get the feet to move. You want to do a large circle, a small circle. If you want to walk, if you want to canter, it's up to him. Disengage that hip.
I do that most days though now. I do that most days.
Why is he looking outwards all the time?
Pardon?
Why is he looking outwards all the time?
Because that's the way he is. He's like always alert, always looking for things to worry. He's a worrier. Always looking for things. Why are we going to jump on him?
He doesn't like eye contact as well.
Neither do I.
What?
That, I don't know. Most of the best horsemen that I know, most horse trainers I know, they're not very clever, you know. Probably is why they're very good trainers, very good horsemen. Because we make things too complicated. You know, if you know that right here, you can't complicate it. And sometimes I'm not saying I'm fake, but sometimes I don't think about it.
Yeah.
You know, so they start getting into situations like eye contact and then moving and like don't look at them. It don't work for me, you know. I'm not saying I disbelieve, or I don't say it works, it don't work. All I'm saying to me, it don't work for me. I just, you know, this is no, it's just, you know what, when you walk, when somebody walks towards you, another human, and they give you that intimidation thing, maybe they don't mean, maybe that's the way they walk, or the way they approach you. So it's very, very similar. So it's not the eye contact.
Right.
It probably works on people. It's funny you say that. I do a lot of talking, don't I? I don't know whether you remember last year, the year before, it was a program on TV by Bob Brandman. Anyway, they was dealing with this stallion, and the stallion attacked the guy who was working with him. Did you remember that? And I disagreed what Paul Brandman's explanation he gave. Sorry, I just kind of refer half to this. I don't mean to be really ignore you. I just kind of. Yeah, I disagreed of the explanation Paul Brandman say, you know, regarding that horse. That horse, they decided have to be put down because it was dangerous, and it was. That horse, the guy he was a stallion and he's throwing like I did with the youngster, you know, he was doing that. But eventually the stallion kind of turned around and went and attacked him, and he beat him in the head and he knocked him in the ground, and he was attacking him. And Bob Brandman, the explanation he gave is, I didn't want to get political in this. I admire Bob Brandman. I think he's one of the best horsemen. But I disagreed in his explanation. He reckoned that when this horse born, he have problems with bird, lack of oxygen, or what do you call it? What? Yeah, exactly. But is any name for that, Alison? Yeah? Well, I don't believe they can be a disabled horse, because that to me is kind of the same whether the horse is disabled. I think the disabilities is in us humans, because we have a brain and we think, we kind of, what's the word? We interpret it, we're rational. You know, in animals, I think they react, you know, self-preservation kind of thing. So I might be wrong again, but I don't believe the horse can be disabled, have a mental problem. Yeah, it can have a tumor or something that affects the brain, and they can react in different ways. But in that case, the explanation, I totally disagree. I don't think, you know, it can affect humans, but I can't see how it would affect animals, you know, because they just react by natural instinct. You know, he can be grazing here, and all of a sudden the pigeon fly out and he just takes off. You know, what I mean is, what I believe is, if the horse can fly, he fights. Okay, and basically, if he can't move the feet, they're going to self-preservation. They're going to defend themselves. First reaction, run. Can't run, fight. Okay, so and that's to me, and I think that horse, he got all the issues, you know, behavior issues. They didn't deal with it. The woman, I think, have so many stallions and wild, and they never done anything with them, and that's totally different issue.
Didn't actually unrear that though. I think she unreared it.
Yeah.
And they said it was something to do with pecking order.
Yeah.
She unreared it. That become like the dominant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For stallions establish that, you know, the stallions, they have to, they know in the wild, they know the lead of the pack, because the lead of the pack in horses is the mare, is the alpha mare. The stallion just follows. The stallion, all the juice basically for breeding, but the lead of the head and the wild is the mare. The mare leads the rest of the mare. The mare is the matriarch who, you know, sort everything out. But stallions, yeah, it's kind of establish the, you know, who is going to breed. And that's why always when it's different horses, you know, different stallions, they have to look proud and they fight and they have to, you know, take the ground. Okay? But anyway, that's my opinion, that's my belief. And I'd like to say to you, you've all been invited, all you willing to come and meet me today and hear the way I, you know, or hear me, you know, the way I wear, the way I do things with my horses. Okay? Look at him. Quite chill, isn't he? Just, and then again, like I say to Donna every time I come to him, it's repetition. You know, what I did when I started sending him a couple times, 2-3 times, you know, the flag and everything. I do every time. When I start, probably spend half an hour. Now I only spend 5 minutes. The first time I went, probably I sat on him for 5 minutes. Now when I go, I put the saddle straight away and I do 5-10 minutes and I get on him and start riding, you know, start doing work from the saddle. The issues, according to Linda and Donna, the issues is not when you're riding as good as gold. It's in the ground. And to me, is if you cannot have control of your horse in the ground, you shouldn't be riding it. If you can control it in the ground, it's easy to ride it. Why did I leave so much ground work with the youngster? Why I didn't get on him? He might be alright riding, but the ground he might be a pain in the neck. Okay? So I like to establish that I have control in the ground before I get on them, regardless whether it's a horse that has been breeding or it's been ready for you. Okay? And that's the way, you know, that's the way I can believe that it has to be done, or the way I do it. Okay? Come on, boy. He's more relaxed than what I expect, you know. Even in the field, sometimes he's like,
yeah.
You know, he don't raise his leg and like,
yeah.
Look at him now.
I wake him every day.
Do you think it's because it's enclosed?
Pardon?
Do you think it's because it's enclosed area?
Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't, because sometimes when the enclosure, they always look what's outside. And if they hear noises because they can't see it, they react. They're always looking for noises. You know. And that's what I was saying earlier on about spooky horses. What I'm trying to do is establish communication with him, okay? and you know, and he to focus on me and Donna, all right, rather than focus on what's going on in the surroundings. Thou also used to do a lot, backing away from you, always back and room, back and room. Now, I continue with that pressure, back. Okay, stop, deal with it, carry on.
Keep shouting Margaret and the youngsters.
Okay, normally this kind of work, I will do at home in the ramping. Not because I believe in other people who use the ramping. The ramping is just a tool that you can use to, like an enclosure place where you can have more control without having to, like, you know, like somebody asked me if I can do this work in the field. Yeah, I could do it in the field, but it makes it harder. So I will normally do in the ramping, so I don't need the rope. I can let the horse go and work around and let him go, and you know, because it's no far to go and continue working. Here I let him go and he's running all over the place and catching. You know. So as you can see, the rope is just kind of, I never hold him, I never grab him, it's just there. If he decides to leave, I let him leave and I say, no, come back and continue working. Another question a lot of people ask me about the saddle fit. Is a Western riding fit any horse? No. But it's more generous, you know, the Western saddle, because you can compromise with a different path, okay? And the difference with an English saddle is kind of more smaller and more restricted, so you don't have much of a choice. I'm not saying the pad is going to fix it, but the pad will help you with the better fitting of the saddle. Okay, isn't it? Taking notes.
I'm not. I'm taking a photo on his identity to mine.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm going to ask the owner what he's breathing. I know he's Welsh, but what he's breathing is.
It's yours as well?
Yeah.
Is it?
It's identical.
I thought yours was the youngster.
My youngster's as well.
I thought it was a big one. I thought it was big.
He is big.
More Fred.
My
Mole.
youngster,
More Fred.
Alison, I mean, we'll find out. We've got his passport.
Yeah, he's identical, I think.
Is it?
I think my sister.
Are you talking to Molyneux? Or is it your...
I think what,
Oh, no.
I don't know whether I should have worried or not. I've seen a lot of faces just in the background, like no expressions, like no questions, like standing in the background, I don't know what to think, made me nervous.
No. I thought I'd have it all the time.
I think he's making you out to be a liar, Sam.
Pardon?
Making out Donna to be a liar.
It's been on the receiving end of it.
I know. Been there.
Donna, go and stand the other side.
Which side?
That side.
I was going to throw it over you, but the cat's big thing, watch finger. Just swear at him.
Okay.
Joke.
One more.
I'm sure you're better at netball than that, Donna.
She's got a bad finger.
Which finger, Donna?
Yeah. Don't stay too close.
She's like on fire, isn't she? Now that is amazing because that horse would run.
Again. That's his reaction. But not because he did that, we're going to back down and think, oh, what we're going to do now? No, we continue until he relaxes again like he was before. It's you, Donna, you see? You frightened my horse.
She's the right hand side though, Sam.
Okay? Then, don't twist again, don't tucked up again. You don't need to hit. I'll go down. No, you stay the same to crease not to attack him out again. If you want to sit on it, you can bring him in. On Soko, the cinch is there. No.
I don't like something behind him.
Okay, I say. I'm not going to teach these horses to do tricks. There is no trick. It's kind of test. You put your horse through different tests. See how much pressure they can deal with it. And every time he goes over that tarpon, he feels better and better. He feels more confident. He offers it's more, not frightened. And so on and so on. So it's no running trick. But when I finish with him, I'm going to bring the stallion back and do 10-15 minute display. You know, some, not trick, but some games I do with him, just, you know, do something different. But I'll show you when I finish with him. Me, do you have a compressor here? Do you have a compressor? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I need to blow that ball. Yeah, but that one's over there.
I've got a football thing.
Eh?
I've got a football blows the air then up.
Yeah, but that one's about there. Good try.
It's a big one.
Try.
Don't touch it.
all we do with him is not teaching tricks. Just throw things at him, they can deal with them, they can handle it, and that's going to make him more confident. We're never going to fix him, we're never going to take out his nature, he's a little bit stressed, he gets stressed. But what we try to teach him is to deal with that stress, like horse, you know. Leave the ball in there. Donna, just get the ball.
The battery's running out.
Right.
Take all the things off of there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, try.
Battery's going to run out in a minute.
Sam, what bit apron in him?
It's just a snaffle bit, just plain and simple. Another issue he used to have, I know we usually don't, I did it with me a couple of times, when you put your foot in the stirrup, he used to take off. So we're going to do it. Many times we need to do it. The same again, this horse is used to sensitization. He's working and sensitizing all the time, all the way through. I don't grabbing and holding it like I was explaining to you before. You hold and you try. Then he takes off, then when he takes off I deal with it. But at the moment, very loose, move my leg. Then I'm going to start taking my foundation, my basics. Correct him. Don't let him go to keep his leg.
Is your horse alright coming in, Sam?
Yeah.
Is she riding him in or?
No, she can ride him, he can go in the back.
You can ride him that back.
You don't mean doing confusing. I don't mean to be rude, but I can say, maybe worried because there's no, no signs or anything in the time. Then you're going to go home and say, we've been to this place,